Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, that is not a Ram Rebel. You're thinking, someone's grandma is home to visit. And you're kind of right. See, I bought this car off of grandma, going on maybe 6-7 years ago now. It's our ice cream getter. This is Michael Bolton. He is a V6 Mustang. He's fresh out of storage for this year. So, you know, he's getting close to about 100,000 miles. We're going to do something today with him. I'm going to try to maybe introduce some different content. I haven't been doing anything with the Rebel lately, basically because everything costs so much. And, you know, I'm not going to waste your time with content that I don't think is really good content. So I have a few videos on the Rebel here in the works. But until then, I wanted to take some time to explore something I've been hearing a lot about in a podcast that I listen to. And Michael Bolton here is getting up there in mileage. I thought this might be a fun opportunity to see if there's anything to this product. So stick with me and check it out. So here we are under the hood of Michael. We're going to do an oil change. You guys know I'm a Valvoline person, so we've got a 5-quart jug of 5W20, Motorcraft oil filter, and this is the product that I've been hearing about on the podcast. If you're an Under the Hood show listener, you hear Russ talk about this product every now and again. It's Liqui-Moly engine flush. I just got interested in it because, you know, it's supposed to wash out all the sludge. And I hear old stories of my dad just basically pouring kerosene into an engine, letting it run for 5 minutes, and then draining all the crap out of it. I haven't quite mustered the courage to do the kerosene yet. But, you know, I trust those guys on that podcast. They're very knowledgeable. I think we're going to give it a try. We're going to look at the oil pre-flush, post-flush, see if there's anything to it. So they say you're supposed to change the oil once a season. Michael only runs in the summer, and he really only runs to get ice cream. So he doesn't run much. It's probably been a couple of seasons since I've changed the oil, but as you can see there on the dipstick, it is super good. I mean, it's honey colored. I've kind of just been leaving it alone. But let's get it on a towel here so you can see. You know, there's the oil almost looks new coming out of Michael. And on the rag, it's really not that dirty. You know, I'm curious. I've been doing some work on them, changed the plugs. I had a bad caliper I needed to change, did a brake fluid flush. But this product has kind of piqued my interest. And I've got a little bit of, I think it's I don't know, maybe some of you guys can help me diagnose this. I think it might be a manifold leak here in the exhaust manifold. It's got a little tick on startup. I don't think it's valve related, but if it is valve related, I'm hoping maybe a flush will help. If it's manifold related, you know, it goes away after about 30 seconds, so I can live with it. But I'm going to start it up here and give it a listen. So that's Michael. He's a little quirky when you start him up. That's, you know, it's kind of why I'm thinking it's exhaust related, just because as that heats up, whatever leaks happen and shrinks as the metal expands. But I could be wrong. But I don't know. I'm wondering if maybe this engine flush could help it. So the first thing they tell you to do is to pour this in the engine before you do the oil change. So we'll do that. You open it up, it's just got this ring tab you pull. There we go. once you crack it open, you can pour it in. I don't know, kind of smells like kerosene. Probably not though. We're going to button it back up, turn the engine on for either 5 or 10 minutes. Let's see. 10 minutes at idle speed. And then we'll come back, drain it out, and see what it looks like. Okay, it's been 10 minutes, so we're going to turn the engine on. Got the 80s playing on the radio. We're going to crawl under it and drain it. Off chance that you're watching this to learn how to change the oil in a 2002 V6 Mustang. That bolt is a 13 millimeter. So we're just going to take it out, let it drain. Wait 1 second here. Ooh, that's hot. And there it comes. As you can see, it looks pretty black under here. We'll get it out in the light here in a minute and take a better look. There's a filter on this guy. Go ahead and take him off. So we loosened her up a little bit with the filter wrench. Let it drip. It's the beauty of a big pan. You kind of do both at once. Let it drip a little bit. Pull it off of there. It's pretty clean here. It's in the stream. Who knows? That is also really hot. Ooh, baby. Came off clean. We'll pull this out here and look at it here in a second. So this particular engine takes the FL 400S. We've got our new filter. We're going to take a minute and just dip it in the old oil. So we get the top nice and oily. Much easier two-handed, but we'll see if we can give it a go. No, there we go. Yep, there we go. We'll put our filter wrench on it, give it a quarter turn. maybe. Again, one-handed, a little tough. Alright. That should be good enough. I think. So the oil certainly looks a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. I don't know why that won't focus. You can kind of see it there, or maybe you can't, I don't know. It looks like it's about the consistency of Coca-Cola. It's pretty dark, and it didn't necessarily look that dark on the dipstick, although I know that's hard to tell on the dipstick. But I feel like my $10 on the Liqui-Moly was pretty well spent. That stuff looks pretty dark, like it cleaned out some stuff in the engine, hopefully some sludge. We're gonna go ahead and, if we've got it buttoned up, we're gonna go ahead and pour the new in and fire up. So, cheers. So this particular engine takes 5 quarts. Go ahead and fill her up. I usually don't put the whole thing in, just to make sure I don't overfill, but since we supposedly cleaned it out so well, I'm just going to go ahead and throw the whole 5 quarts in. Set that aside, throw the cap on, and I'm going to fire it up here and let it run, just to hear it. So there's my tick. Again, I believe that's exhaust related. I don't know. I've tried oil stabilizer. Now I've tried Liqui-Moly. And I believe that's, now more than ever, I firmly believe that's exhaust manifold gasket maybe, or a hole in the manifold itself, I'm not sure. It tends to go away after about 30 seconds. There you go. I'm going to rev it up a bit. Okay, we're going to let them run for a minute, and then we'll do some final thoughts. Yeah, if you're at all curious, this is the brake fluid we drained out just yesterday. All those little floaties are just from the trees around here, but fluid looked pretty rough. The new fluid we put in, Lucas Synthetic, is clear, so I'm happy to have flushed those out. So we'll put this guy with the others. One of these days I'll recycle my oil. Today's not the day. So this is Michael. I figured I'd do a quick walk around while he's heating up here. A pretty clean car. Some of the things I've done to it, I added the dual exhaust. Don't make fun of me. This was my first toy car, so slapped some duals on there. Honestly, it was owned by a grandma, so she used to have trouble getting her golf clubs into the trunk. So this was all scratched up. I did a carbon fiber wrap on it. It turned out all right, I think. I put in new gauges. Those are American Muscle. It's kind of hard to see. Maybe when it gets darker, I'll show you. Added the new radio. Premium floor mats, of course. When we redid the front bumper cover, I added the Eagle Eye fog lights. I also added this trim piece. So that about covers it as far as, you know, what's new on the car. So, but this is Michael. I'm getting ready to take him for a spin here. So, hopefully you aren't too disappointed with the content. Like I said, I'm going to be trying to introduce some other automotive stuff to the channel. So if you liked this, don't forget to give me some love with a thumbs up. Or if you're a new viewer, consider hitting that subscribe button. Till then, we'll catch you further down the road.